Guys, you have no idea how painful this is. And I'm not talking about physical pain. It's like emotional pain. It's something that you feel right here, That feeling of like I messed up and it's no one's fault apart from your own, you know. When you mess up, it's no one's fault. Like you're the one trading. I don't trade in any group chat, and I do that intentionally because I don't want people to try to influence to do me different. I will never learn this way. I need to be on my own so I can make my own decisions. And so this was a really small mistake, which I'm going to show you now in a second, but this was a really small mistake that set me back by a lot. Actually, it set me back to zero because I pretty much lost the account on the first day. It took me a few days to pass it, whatever, but I was really excited because I know Top Step, it's a bit easier to get a payout with them. With Apex, it's a little more strict. They have equity drawdown limits, and so I'm risking very very little on these accounts because the equity drawdown limit, it's very very annoying. It can catch up to you very quickly, and especially for myself that I like to let my trades run, but that's for another topic. But basically, I'm going to show you guys what happened so you guys can go through this with me, right? So as you guys already know, in the morning I'm always talking these markets. I'm always looking for a reversal. So if we go over here, basically our structure was right here, right? We made this low, we made a new high, and then we were just playing around here. They were just playing around, but our main structure was here. If we broke this low, we would have been bearish. If it kept going up, it would have been bullish. So we finally broke this high again. Now structure is here. Then we are just playing around. Then when we broke up here and then we broke down, you guys already know I'm looking for sales. I already have my Fibonacci. I'm chasing these markets. I'm trying to get as soon as we break this low here, I'm already looking for entries here. Does not come get me. I'm looking to enter here. Does not come get me. I'm looking for entries here. I'm already calculating my position. 69% retracement, 69% discount price. You guys know that we want the best price possible. I'm chasing this, and then let's see what happens. Price finally starts going up, so I know that probably this is going to be the last point retracement before it comes get me, so I'm here. This is my entry, this is my stop loss. I'm trying to target minus 12, and then price just keeps coming up. I'm still waiting at this moment. I'm just hanging out on my phone. I go do some things. I don't have to be babysitting price because I already have my entry, I already have my stop loss. And so okay, price tags me in. I see that we go very bearish here, so I'm already confident, that we have another block up here. I'm like, all right, price likes to move in series of 3. You guys can need to look that up. 369, please. If you don't know what that is, look up 369. And so this is not by chance that I have 69% retracement here. So market likes to move in a series of 3s. I see that it made a very very bearish candle, so it might go up twice again to manipulate people into buy because they want to sell. And so what happened is we have this candle over here, then we get another candle, and at this point I'm already, like I say, we had one top, we manipulated the top. I'm already expecting something, another manipulation to the upside before a drop down, because this is how the markets like to move. If you have not realized that, you should look that up. Even here, look, we made one top, we took that top, and then we took that up again. So 1 2 3, on the third point we go really bearish, and they do that intentionally because this is something that it took me a while to learn as well. But basically, people that are selling here, they're gonna get stopped out. They're gonna try to come up again because they're gonna see all these bearish candles. They're gonna be like, oh, my buy was actually right, this is a short. They're gonna take another short, they're gonna get stopped out again. But they're not gonna try on the third try. Why? Because you would give someone a second chance, but you would not give someone a third chance. And so 3 It's a very psychological number. You can look that up. And so at this point, I'm already expecting some kind of manipulation to the upside to mitigate this order block and come down. But let's see what really happened. Okay, we get a really bearish candle over here. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I got a really sniper entry. You know, my entry was right here. We're gonna keep going lower. But what happened was at 3:30, we had NFP and unemployment. You guys know NFP and unemployment likes to move the markets a lot. But you know, at this point, I'm just waiting because I either take a loss or I win. Like, I don't really go break even. This is something that I have to check. I might start going break even up here, but you know, I have to check my data. So at this point, we're just hanging out here at break even, and I'm like, okay, we're getting close to 3:30. I might have to close my positions just because I don't want to be on NFP. And I closed my position around here. It was at 1, sorry, it was around 1:15. I closed my position. So I closed my position around here. Very small win. So this was where I closed my position. But then what happened was I saw the price really wanted to go lower. So my greed mindset was like, I know by experience that whenever we have some high news event, there's a shakeout. Like, so price likes to manipulate everyone, take everyone out. So like everyone that's selling here, you know, I was pretty bearish because I got the signal here. I saw this massive candle down here. Was in 1 minute, right? So in 1 minute we had a move of 33 points. You know, that is not normal. And so I was pretty sure that we're gonna go bearish. So what I thought, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna take another position. I'm gonna reach 0.2. I'm gonna reach 0.2 over here in this other block, because what is going to happen is when we get the news, we're gonna be down here. We're gonna shake out all of the people that were selling here, because everyone is selling here. Everyone's selling here. We're gonna shake out these people, and then we're gonna keep going lower. And I was like, in the case I take a stop loss, I'm only gonna be risking 0.2, you know. And so that's what I did. I placed an order here, 0.2, with stop loss here, entry here, stop loss here, 0.2. Very low risk, guys. But what happened was that news came out, boom. So you guys can already imagine what happened. So I got slipped. Instead of getting out here, I was filled somewhere around here. And so basically, instead of losing 0.2, I lost 3% of the account. And you guys know 3% is the max drawdown limit, which is 3,000. So instead of losing only 200, I lost 3,000. And so I blew my account. I lost 3,000, 3,336.96. This is a really good number, but in this case, you know, it's just a sign that I messed up. It was a small mistake. You know, I was greedy. I know by experience that you should not be hanging out in any position if there's high news events such as NFP, unemployment rate, you know, all of this really high impact news. You should not be hanging out, because they usually weak out everyone. They weeks up, it weeks down, everyone is out, and then the real move happens. And so yeah, I messed up, guys. I messed up. I was really sad, but you know what it is. You can either let a small mistake like this let you down. You know, I did mess up. I wish I still had the account, but you know what? If I passed this account once, I can get it again. I can get it again and again and again and again. If you can make $100 in the markets, you can make $100 again and again and again and again. The skill set is the same, guys. If every time I'm doing the same things, the results I'm gonna get are going to be the same, right? And that's what I'm doing. This system that I've created, it's really good. You know, it's really good. It's just up to me to actually execute. You know, I've even put everywhere now. I'm going to have a flawless execution. And so yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys so you guys can understand, you know, trading is not just up, you know. You're not just winning all the time. You're gonna have setbacks too, you know. And unfortunately, this is a setback for me, just because I was really excited that I had the 100K account, and I lost it on the first day. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna get another account, I'm gonna start trading. You know, it's all a lesson. It's all a lesson. If you survive, if you're beginner trading trader, if you survive these small setbacks, you know, you're gonna go far. Because it's in trading, like your journey is not only up, you're gonna have a lot of downsides too. But just be sure that if you survive the downside, your upside, it's always going to be higher. You're always going to make a new top, right? Every single time you survive a drawdown, you're always gonna make a new top. And that is how it works, you know. God likes to put you on test, because if you really want to get something like trading, which is a high value skill, you can make a lot of money from trading. It's not gonna come easy, and you just have to accept that, and it's totally fine, you know. It's just a test. It's literally just a test. Just for you to appreciate more, you know. If things come easy, you're not gonna appreciate them as much as if they come with like a lot of hard work. And it's literally, it's not even hard work of like physical work, it's literally just emotional. It's a mind game. It's literally a mind game. You have to be really strong minded. Like, I am feeling a little bit of pain, but it's just because it happened very recently, you know. But I know I'm gonna get over this. You have to be, you have to you have to be nonchalant, I guess you could say that, you know. And so yeah, that's what I had to share with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.